On this edition of NewsTeam Boulder for September 30th, 2021, are COVID cases finally heading down? CU sends a cute satellite to study exoplanets. And later, an exhibit on campus and how art and medicine influence each other. It appears COVID cases across the nation are falling, but have we turned a corner? Hi, I'm Kaylee Elkin, here with NewsTeam Boulder. With the upcoming gatherings on CU campus, visitors from all over the nation will be arriving. COVID cases appear to be falling in Boulder, but is there worry that they'll go back up? NewsTeam Georgia Ruel tells us what we can expect.
As the school year ramps up here at CU Boulder, we are all abiding by COVID-19 mandates such as the wearing of masks and social distancing.
And it seems these efforts are mostly working to protect against COVID-19. According to CU Boulder's COVID-19 dashboard, there have only been 82 confirmed COVID cases on campus since August 23rd. The highest number of positive tests in one day is at a low 6. Why are numbers so low? According to Melanie Parra, spokesperson for CU, vaccination numbers on campus are high.
We have nearly 33,000 students that have submitted their information. And of those students, 95% of them are fully vaccinated for COVID-19. That right there is the biggest factor from what we know from talking with our science team that is going to keep our case numbers low.
If case numbers continue to be low, you might wonder, when will campus look more similar to pre-COVID and ease up on the mandates?
I think we still need to stay with our current policies until we see. I think there's a few things that need to be looked at in determining any changes to the current status on campus with the requirements that we have. So yes, it is really great to see how low our case numbers are through our campus testing. We have to also think about what's happening in the community, in our county and in our state. And that is where there's more observation and understanding and discussion that needs to happen before there are any changes to any of our campus requirements.
Parra says that although we may see COVID cases slightly increase as Halloween and Thanksgiving are around the corner, vaccinated individuals shouldn't get very sick.
The vaccine requirement here at CU is in place to prevent student and faculty from experiencing severe disease, which is now pretty unlikely considering CU's highly vaccinated population. Georgia Ruel reporting for NewsTeam.
A new study shows people who stopped exercising during the pandemic are twice as likely to have reported depression symptoms. The American Cancer Society in Georgia surveyed more than 2,000 people in 2018 and 2020. Half said that they started out being physically active, then about a fifth stopped exercising, and about 2/3 became more sedentary. Researchers say the findings suggest staying active could help people cope with pandemic stress. If there is one thing that stresses students out, it's exams. NewsTeam's Catherine Zamora tells us what you can do to try to take the stress away.
It might feel like the semester just started, but midterms are just around the corner. And so is the stress. You know the feeling. Here's some quick tips to get you through the next few weeks. Make a list of items and subjects. Break them down to prioritize your time. Schedule out your days to get in a balance of studying, sleep, and relaxation. Don't forget to work in some time outside and to take breaks with friends. Celebrate completing tasks by treating yourself. If the stress is getting to you, use campus resources. Reach out to professors, family, and friends. Be sure to take care of yourself and your fellow buffs, and good luck.
Coming up, CU sends up a satellite the size of a box of Cheerios to explore alien planets. And later, we will meet a teen girl who comes up with an innovative way to earn money for college. Welcome back to NewsTeam Boulder. CU designed a satellite to study alien worlds, and it's no larger than a family-sized box of Cheerios. This small satellite is a part of Colorado Ultraviolet Transit Experiment, or as many know it as, CUTE. This experiment has launched the new miniature satellite to track the physics around a class of extremely hot planets orbiting stars away from Earth. This satellite is the first CubeSat mission funded by NASA. It is approximately a $4 million spacecraft. Over the course of 7 months, the satellite's findings will help scientists to better understand how these planets, and many others, evolve and even shrink over billions of years. With more CU science discoveries, a team of researchers led by a former undergraduate student at CU Boulder has discovered a dust layer in a newly explored region around Earth's sun. Anna Pasak, a former student in the Department of Astrophysical and Planetary Sciences at CU Boulder, studied data with her colleagues from a NASA space mission called the Parker Solar Probe. During their findings, they noticed something unusual. There was an unexplained stream of particles that seemed to be spraying out from around the star. According to Pasak, this river of dust could reveal new secrets about the forces that shaped our solar system. It could show us how our solar system has formed, continues to evolve, and even how other solar systems may be evolving. Many electronic devices tend to overheat, like laptops and mobile devices. A team of physicists at CU Boulder might have come up with a solution to why this happens. They discovered the reason why some ultra-small heat sources cool down faster. This discovery began in 2015 unexpectedly when 2 physicists at the Joint Institute for Laboratory Astrophysics experimented with bars of metal. These bars were many times thinner than the width of a human hair on a silicon base. Their findings conclude that if you pack these bars close together, they cool down much more quickly. Research and experiments are still being conducted in order to discover more ways to expand the nano realm in the world of astrophysics. And coming up, our weather forecast with Jess McCauley.
Welcome to NewsTeam's weather. First up, we have big national weather news coming from, coincidentally, the Big Island. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has erupted for the first time since May. The volcano, located in Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park, started spew Wednesday afternoon. Locals on the Big Island are not currently in danger since the volcanic activity is entirely within the national park's boundaries. Geologists are closely monitoring the volcano for any additional activity. CNN news source reports the eruption could last for months. Now let's check out weather a little closer to home. As we can see, today will be overcast with a high of 51 and a low of 45. It feels like 42 out there right now, but with a low of 45, we can only go up from here, buffs. There's also a slight chance of showers today, but overall today will just be mostly cloudy. Now let's check out some Colorado temperatures. There's going to be some heavy rain and scattered flash flooding, possibly across the southern plains over the next few days. There's also a cold front advancing that extends from the northern plains to the southern Rockies. And this cold front is expected to rush into the southern plains today before stagnating and lingering throughout the Great Plains into the first half of the weekend. But just before the cold front and the ample moisture courtesy of the western Gulf of Mexico, that will create numerous rounds of thunderstorms to develop across the central and southern plains today and Friday. Now let's check out our nationwide map. So for our forecast today, we have a series of high and low pressure points building. Starting in the northeast, we have a high pressure system building right here in Pennsylvania that's heading into Toronto. Now as we move into the Midwest, this pattern right here indicates that a low pressure system is building, and there's going to be some heavy thunderstorms and precipitation coming in. And as we go a little bit more south, we see that the low pressure system building right here in Texas is making its way in and bringing heavy rain and potentially some flash flood warnings. We see another high pressure system building in the northwest right over here. This region is going to be impacted by the states Nevada, Colorado, and South Dakota. To all of our local folks here in Colorado, remember to snag that umbrella when you walk out the door just in case. Now let's check out Boulder tomorrow. We're going to get some of that much needed Boulder sunlight that we all crave and desire so much. With a high of 66 and a low of 47, there's just a 30% chance of showers around noon with low wind speeds under 10 miles per hour. Later in the night, our chance of showers returns and is met with a chance of thunderstorms at 30%. Now we're going to check out our Boulder 4-day forecast. Looking into the weekend, Friday will be partly sunny with a chance of showers later in the night, with a high near 66 and a low of 47. Now we're looking at partly sunny conditions for this Saturday's game day against USC. Our high is going to rise to 68 with slight chances of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Temperatures are going to drop at night with a low of 47 and a 10% chance of showers in the evening. Rounding off the weekend though, this Sunday, the sun is heating up. Lots of sun this day with a high of 74 and a clear sky. Evening with low of 47. Sounds like a great day to catch some last-minute summer rays at the Buff Pool or Boulder Creek. The sun is going to be joining us next week. Monday will be sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 48 at night. Now, I'm going to come back here and we're going to check out Boulder's air quality level for today. So today the air quality index stands at 94, which would fall into the yellow zone, indicating a moderate level. Records indicate that the last couple of days have been down here in the green zone. Green means good, which is awesome. Today's level change in AQI is potentially due to the smoke from the forest fires that is now compounded by the ozone levels. And that's all we have for today, Buffs. Back to you in the studio, Kaylee.
After the break, we will show you a sneak peek of a new art exhibit on campus, and a teen opens her own coffee shop to pay for college. What do art and medicine have to do with each other? Well, more than you'd think. Catherine Zamora has everything you need to know on CU's Art Museum's new exhibit.
From today, September 30th through April 29th, students can come view the exhibit, How Art Made Medicine, here at CU's Art Museum. The exhibit follows medicine and art with illustrations from the 1400s through the mid-1900s and helps explain how both have influenced each other and how we view the body.
Exhibition was a chance for us to bring together artwork and rare books from different parts of the university. So we have some figure drawings from the CU Art Museum collection. So that's drawings of models and studies of figures. And we have rare books from CU Anschutz, which is the medical school in Denver, and from our own collection here on campus at Rare Books and Archives.
Here's a cup of inspiration. An ambitious teenager in Anchorage opened her own coffee shop on wheels to help pay for college. Marlise Irby from CNN has her story.
Olivia! About a year ago, 10th grader Kaylee Ricard Ramos had an idea.
As probably somewhere in 10 years, we could own a coffee shop and be these really cool ladies.
But then she remembered her grandparents had a truck not being used.
And then I was like, oh, well, my grandparents have this truck that just sits there all the time. And I was like, I worked in a cafe before, and I was like, why couldn't I just do that myself? And so with the help of my grandparents, they just were like, all right, let's do this.
She came to me with an idea and said, hey, I would like to come up with a way to go to college, and I really want to start a coffee place. And she made it a chalkboard truck, and that was super cool. And she sanded it and painted it, and the electrician that came over, she was in there with him doing it the whole way. And
Kaylee also came up with the design and the artwork for the Northern Glacier Coffee Company. And when Kaylee is not whipping up coffee and some sweet treats, she maintains a 4.0 GPA and is a dual sport athlete. She says she could not have done this without the support of her family and
all my friends. I have half the football team helping me half the time.
And she has a message to those with big dreams.
You should just go for it right now. There's no reason you shouldn't do it right now. If you really want something, just go out for it.
As we come to the end of our newscast, we want to remind you to grab your CU gear as the football team takes on USC this Saturday at 12 p.m. at Folsom Field. Thank you for watching NewsTeam Boulder. We hope to see you next week as we bring you the latest news and weather.